a full quality version of today's show without interruptions to YouTube later, if that is necessary. So, you know, if you do want to watch that instead, feel free, I suppose, but I'm still trying to come live, so, you know, and so that's kind of what we're doing. But yeah, so today I've had a little bit of a hectic day, so I apologize for the late show. I understand that a lot of people don't like that, so you know, what are you gonna do? But that's not my problem. My goal is to just do a show every single day. So if it's not looking so good, I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess. Like, do you want nothing? Is that what you want? You want nothing? Well, you're gonna get nothing in a little bit here if you keep complaining. So but yeah, so again, I'm very well aware. I'm gonna try to lower the bitrate a little bit more. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? I lowered the bitrate. I hope this is a little bit better. So anyway, folks, this is above it all 1364. I have got a show for y'all today. I've got a show for y'all today, and it's not going to be a long show. I'll tell you that right now. It's not going to be a long show. And so that's it. That's all I got. So I got my little microphone that looks like a bong, apparently. I really enjoy that. But anyway, it also moves. I can do this. So now it no longer looks like a bong. But anyway, so I got a show here, folks. Probably going to do a couple segments. And so, you know, we'll get it done. I might, you know, only be here for half an hour. And so far I've successfully filibustered the first third of that half hour with a bunch of garbage. So far so good. But again, I hope the 4 p.m. time slot is okay. You know, this morning was a little hectic. I did not have the time that I expected to have. I don't know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Just have no idea. So we're just kind of winging it here at Above It All Industries. Just kind of winging it. We're doing it live, as the kids say. And I'm a kid, so I'm going to say that. Because that is what the kids say. You know, and I'm hip. I'm hip to the whole scene, folks. The whole scene. I am hip. All right. So the 45th president of the United States of America, the Orange Man, folks. The Orange Man, that's right. So the Orange Man has spoken. And because I have Trump derangement syndrome, I also have Powell derangement syndrome. So this is just a fun story for me. But the Orange Man has spoken, folks. And so I'm going to read to you his statement from this morning on the Rhino, Colin Powell. Now, again, I made this video yesterday, and then after yesterday's show, my family watches the news on the television, and they were all doing fawning praise. Oh, the first black Secretary of State. He could do no wrong. He was in Vietnam. He's a beautiful man. He admitted to lying, and that makes the lie okay. Oh, Colin Powell, I love you. Right, so that's what the local news was doing. You even see squad members like Jamal Bowman going up there saying, Colin Powell's an inspiration. You're seeing all this stupid garbage. Public Enemy. Maybe I'll make a separate video about Public Enemy because they really pissed me off with their statement. Public Enemy is going out there saying, Colin Powell was amazing. Nah, sorry. Fuck Colin Powell. If you like Colin Powell, you probably have a low IQ. And I would suggest maybe checking yourself into a therapist. That being said, I'm going to read Trump's statement, Orange Man. Let's go. Statement by Donald J. Trump, 45th President of the United States of America. Wonderful to see Colin Powell, who made big mistakes on Iraq and famously so-called weapons of mass destruction be treated in death so beautifully by the fake news media. Now again, so far so good. I'm on the team Orange Man right now. Hope that happens to me someday. I love the best part about this, right, is that the implication here that Trump maybe mistakenly gave off. The implication is that Donald Trump is also someone who made big mistakes, and that he hopes the fake news media will cherish him in death, even though he made big mistakes. So there's a little bit of an oopsie there, but hope that happens to me someday. He was a classic rhino from way back. If even that, always being the first to attack other Republicans. He made plenty of mistakes. But anyway, may he rest in peace. I love that. Oh, folks, I love it. You can't tell me Donald Trump isn't funny. I'm sorry. You just can't tell me that Donald Trump ain't funny, because he's a funny motherfucker. I love it. But anyway, whatever. But anyway, it's so funny. It's so funny to me. And again, fuck Colin Powell, fuck Donald Trump. When Donald Trump dies, if Donald, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to do like a full 6-month celebration stream when Donald Trump is kicking the bucket. I'm telling you that right now, and you can quote me on that, bitch. But either way, Colin Powell, rest in piss, go fuck yourself. And Donald Trump, also go fuck yourself. And anyone who claims to be a Democrat, anyone who claims to be a leftist, anyone who claims any of these fucking titles, anyone who even just claims to be a regular person and not a genocidal fucking maniac freak, if you think Colin Powell did a good job, I'm sorry, you're a fucking moron. The guy used fucking Agent Orange and burned down fucking civilian fucking villages in Vietnam while he was a fucking captain. The guy's garbage. He fucking lied to the UN, and now 1 million people are dead. A minimum million people. There's probably significantly more than 1 million people that are dead because of this fucking stupid bitch. So anyone who's defending Colin Powell, or just not, why are you even defend? He's dead. If you get elected to any office, or he wasn't even elected, he was Secretary of State, so I guess he was appointed. But whatever. Is anyone who gets in these positions, is that all of it takes? That's all it takes. And then you're just a good guy. Oh, Secretary of State. Can't do anything wrong now. Don't you know? I was Secretary of State. So if I, beat my wife, that's fine. If I assassinate a child, that's fine. If I drop drones and bombs and, send soldiers in to kill 1 million innocent civilians, it's all good because I was Secretary of State. Can I go out there? Some stupid ass bitch on the back porch. Can I go out there and just fucking gun down children in Vietnam for fun and use fucking flamethrowers and fucking chemical weapons? If I did that, you know what would happen? I would probably go to jail, and then no one would be like, oh, whoa, wow, what a great person. But all of a sudden, oh, it's in war. Oh, I'm a captain in the military. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't buy that shit. Oh, he was Secretary of State. Can I go out there with a fucking drone and bombs and kill 1 million innocent civilians in Iraq? Am I allowed to do that? Do I have those capabilities? Let's assume I don't, right? But let's assume I do. Let's assume I have like a private military force or whatever, something. Can I go out there and just murder 1 million Iraqi civilians? Could I just do that? And then would the mainstream media go like, oh, yes, what a wonderful person. I don't know what the hell's going on with this live stream. I'm going to be honest with y'all. But again, I will probably just do a full re-upload of the entire show. And I'm going to say that one more time. I'm probably going to do a full re-upload of the entire show, and then also including the segments. But I'm going to be honest, that's probably going to happen tomorrow or tonight. I'm probably not going to be doing any editing today. I normally would do it beforehand, and the fact that I'm even doing this show right now at this time is, I just carved out a slot. So, but either way, so I will post the full show at some point. I'm sorry. Again, I'm going through a lot right now in my personal life. It's all fucking falling apart. I'm just everything. The dominoes are falling. The wind is blowing. The dogs are woofing. It's all falling apart, folks. I'm just letting you know. And the fact that I'm even doing these shows to me is just why am I even doing these? I don't even know. Should I be doing these? Is this really something I should be doing? Maybe I should just stop and just ignore the stressful impact that having to worry about, oh, what am I gonna do? Yeah, but I like doing it. This is fun, and I'm also crazy, and so the cortisol is flowing through my goddamn veins as of this current moment. I don't want to be too vague. I mean, I'm just, I have family that's in and out of the hospital right now, so I'm just like up here helping them out. But I mean, they're driving me crazy because old people. So I mean, that's really it. But I'm just, I have to sleep on the couch. The couch sucks. It's, I have to like do a lot of chores. I'm just helping out, and I have to listen to the yapping, old people yapping, where they scream at each other because everyone's deaf. I have to wake up in the middle of the goddamn night because they're all yelling at each other for no reason. And so it's a heaping helping, and so it's a heaping ass motherfucking helping. How many times is a person allowed to be a president? 8 years. Well, I guess technically 10 years maximum. But yeah. Because if you like inherit the presidency, right? Then you can but you have less than 2 years, you can still run for 2 complete terms. But if you had 3 years when you inherit the presidency, let's say like Joe Biden passes out and then whoa, and then Kamala is president, she would only be able to run for 1 extra term. Where is Max? Max is down in North Carolina. So he's woofing it up. He's having a not so good of a time, but also me neither. So it's okay. So yeah, that's the deal with Max the dog. I'm probably, again, today's show is going to be shorter, so I apologize for that. But let's do this one. I'm going to play some audio through the machine. So let me get my headset on. All right, folks. So does Max watch the show? I hope he does. There are dogs here, but they're really loud, and I don't want to deal with babysitting them because sometimes they try to kill squirrels. But maybe I'm going to try to have the dogs out here at some point during one of the shows. But there's 2 little adorable doggies that my grandparents have. And I love them. So anyway, let's get into it, folks. Dennis Prager. That's right, folks. If you already know the news, then you know what I'm about to hear. So Dennis Prager has got it, folks. Let's listen.
Okay, everybody. All good. I'm broadcasting from my home because I'm not going into the station as I have COVID. I was tested positive last week.
Oh, no.
And I have been steadily improving. At no point was no protocol would have it. I have taken ivermectin. I have done what a person should do if one is not going to get vaccinated. It is infinitely preferable to have natural immunity than vaccine immunity.
So, okay, this is a conspiracy theory that is so ridiculous. So natural immunity and vaccine immunity are, to my understanding, basically the same. That being said, if you did get coronavirus and then later got the vaccine, you would have a higher immunity than if you just had the vaccine or just had coronavirus. And also, everyone's bodies are different. That's not like, a fast and true way. People's immune systems are all different, especially Dennis Prager. He's an old fella. He's not, he's got only a couple years left. So, again, this is like, it's so ridiculous. I mean, this whole thing, the fact that people listen to motherfuckers like this, I mean, again, that's what really is just crazy. Like Dennis, like that's one guy, he's a fucking clown, but then there's millions of motherfuckers that go like, oh yes, it's just, oof.
And that is what I hoped for the entire time. Hence, I so engaged with strangers, constantly hugging them, taking photos with them, knowing...
So now he's saying that he got it on purpose. And does that mean, does that imply he wants to, spread it on purpose? What is this guy's, whole, like, again, I'm losing it, folks. These motherfuckers are crazy. Like, the whole world is falling apart because of these stupid ass bitch fuck motherfuckers. And
It's that I was making myself very susceptible to getting COVID, which is indeed, as bizarre as it sounded, what I wanted.
It's definitely bizarre. It's definitely bizarre.
In the hope that I would achieve natural immunity and be taken care of by therapeutics. That is exactly what has happened. It should have happened to the great majority of Americans. The number of deaths in this country owing to COVID is a scandal, which one day will be clear to Americans.
So anyway, folks, I just wanted to make that video because then when Dennis Prager dies, I can say, didn't see that one coming. And then I can milk this motherfucker for two different, little tidbits there. But anyway, Dennis Prager's a fucking moron. And I hope he has a bad time. I really do. Because fuck him and fuck anyone who likes him. You're all garbage. I'm sick of you motherfuckers. And go fuck yourself. So that's what I have to say about Dennis Prager. And also just adjacent anti-vaxxers. I mean, just fuck them all straight to hell. Just catching up on the chat. Yeah, this winter is going to be a fucking shit show. It's going to be a shit show this winter. It's going to be a goddamn fucking shit show. Yeah, New York Democrats are really cringing it up. I'll cover this, actually. I have something lined up. I don't know if I'm going to get to everything, but I'll cover this. So, here is some stupid-ass bitch. He's the New York State Democratic Party chairman, Jay Jacobs. And he is commenting on the Democratic nominee, India Walton, for Buffalo mayoral race. This is what he's got to say on the Democratic nominee for the mayor of Buffalo. Let's listen.
I think it then leads you to the question, is it always a requirement of a Democratic elected official, or perhaps the state chair or party chairs? Is it a requirement that if someone wins the Democratic primary, they must always get the Democratic endorsement of these people?
Now, again, this is the same fucking stupid-ass fucking cocksucker bullshit that these motherfuckers were floating when Bernie Sanders was looking like the Democratic nominee for the 2020 run. Like, all these people say, oh, well, I'll support Trump, or I'll vote their party, or, whatever. Like, this is the same bullshit. They don't want people that actually care about humans. The Democratic Party is a scam, folks, right? It's a fucking cringe club. It's like a mobster fucking, like, circle jerk. Like, all these motherfuckers are just trying to steal money from poor people and just funnel it into their fucking families, give their fucking friends tax breaks, give their friends contracts. It's all a giant fucking disaster. I fucking hate Democrats for the most part. But again, the Democratic Party is the ostensibly left-wing party in the United States. I mean, we have a far-right neo-fascist openly praising Adolf Hitler party, that is the Republican Party. And then the Democrats are basically the far-right not openly praising Hitler party. Remember, folks, Madison Cawthorn went on vacation to, his favorite fellow, the Fuhrer. He called him the Fuhrer. Yeah, that's right. He went to vacation at Adolf Hitler's fucking vacation homes, or whatever the fuck, right? And he did this huge thing. He's also planning January 6th part 2, right? So the Republicans are fucking crazy motherfuckers, right? So basically, we're in a situation where they got us by the balls. The Republicans are going to kill us all, and the Democrats are just going to bleed us out. They're going to, like, fucking cut us on the ankles and then flip us upside down or some shit. I don't know what the hell that means, or what I'm saying. Cut us on the wrists, I guess, is what. But either way, let's continue.
And that's a question I would answer. No, it's not. Look, let's take a scenario very different, where David Duke, you remember him, the grand wizard of the KKK? He moves to New York, he becomes a Democrat, and he runs for mayor in the city of Rochester, which has a low primary turnout, and he wins the Democratic line. I have to endorse David Duke? I don't think so. Now, of course, in Walton isn't in the same category, but it just leads you to that question: is it a must? It's not a must. It's something you choose to do. That's why it's an endorsement. Otherwise, they call it something else, like a requirement. I think
So yeah, this guy's a fucking stupid ass piece of shit. And I think I'm pretty sure that this guy is, there's calls for him to resign over this, and that's pretty good. But I mean, like, seriously, this is what we're dealing with in the United States of goddamn America. Andrea Walton, right, is running. She's not like, she's running on the basic principles that people should be allowed to eat food. Whoa. AOC called for him to resign. That's great. Wow. Okay, so kids shouldn't starve. Whoa. Whoa, are you... wait. Roads shouldn't be filled with potholes? Oh my god. Fuck, that's crazy. It's basically like David Duke. I mean, again, these motherfuckers are absolutely fucking insane. Like, it's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. So for those of you that don't know what's going on with Andrea Walton, she won the Democratic primary against the incumbent. I believe his name is Byron Brown. And now Byron Brown has been trying to run for third party. But there is, like, some sort of clause, I think, that's like, there's no sore loser clause. So you can't run in a primary and then, lose and then run third party later. I'm pretty sure that there's something somewhere that says that, and so he was trying to make that happen. Please, hello, I'm in the middle of something here. Hello. Oh my fucking god, I'm turning it off. It's over.